Welcome to the Forward Focused Flashcast, bite-sized episodes designed to help you become a more effective and well-rounded leader, with quick tips that you can implement right away. I'm your host, John Ruesch, and in today's episode, we're talking about Johari's window and how the best leaders use that tool to level up their leadership and get a strategic advantage while changing the lives of themselves and those around them. Let's dive in to how this tool can level up your leadership. So I was at a training a few years ago, and the speaker was talking about this concept of Johari's window. And I'm like, tell me more. Because, at heart, I'm a nerd, and I love to hear new strategies and tools and systems to be better at everything in life, whether it's fitness, nutrition, business, my relationships with others. It doesn't matter. If I can be better at it, I want to know about it. So he's talking about Johari's window, and essentially, I want you to picture a quadrant, and there's four different outcomes of this window. And so top left, you have an open area. It's known to yourself and it's known to others. So for example, in an open area, it would be, okay, John's wearing a checkered shirt. John is a male. John is white. John has brown hair that is slightly spiked and to the side a little bit, right? These are known to myself. It's known to others. It's public knowledge. There's nothing surprising about those facts, right? Then if you move to the right side of the quadrant, you have the blind spot. This is something that's known to others, but it's not known to myself. So the example I like to give here is picture somebody who just ate a broccoli salad, and they have that little piece of broccoli right here in their tooth, and they're just like going on and talking, and they have all these ideas, and you're just staring at the piece of broccoli like, dude, we gotta take care of that, right? So everybody else knows that that's the broccoli in the teeth. And we all have that. There's quirks, there's things that maybe upset, frustrate other people, and you don't even realize you're doing it as a leader in your organization. We're gonna bounce back to that in a second. Then bottom left, you have what's called your hidden area. So it's things that are not known to others, but it's known to yourself. So maybe it's something like the reason you stutter when you lead an organizational meeting with more than 10 people is because back in 6th grade, you were teased relentlessly for a stutter that you couldn't work through. And so for you don't want to be bothered before that speech. And so the reason is because you need to focus and get in your flow to speak. Others don't know that, so they may perceive you as cold, or they may perceive you as somebody that doesn't like to do small talk. Remember, human beings jump to judgment. They jump to things to rationalize what they're experiencing. So the hidden area are things you know that others are not aware of or they don't know. And then the final quadrant is bottom right. These are things that others don't know and you don't know. A lot of this is situational and circumstance. So for example, unfortunately in our world right now, if there was an active shooter situation in your organization or the place that you work. Even if you've been through a situation like that before, even if you've trained relentlessly with your team on what you would do, nobody knows how you would respond, how you would act in that situation. Every variable, every little nuance that could be different, even if you've been through something like that previously, it would change, right? Nobody knows how you would respond if unfortunately there was a firearm pointed at you, or if there was maybe a fire in your building that you needed to get out and the natural way to get out was blocked. So there's all these unknown facts or features to that situation. And this is where I typically tell people, they who's most prepared will win. But remember, you can't prepare for everything perfectly. That's where hope, a little bit of luck, and some goodwill will come into play. So anyways, those are the four quadrants. Things that everybody knows, things that you don't know but others do, things that you do know and others don't, and then things that nobody knows, right? And that's Johari's window. So I was fascinated by this tool. How I see and how I feel it really applies to leadership is the best leaders, they're able to celebrate the positives that everybody knows, They're able to surround themselves with people that will be really honest and transparent about the blind spot of yourself. They're not going to run around behind your back telling people and then tell you something different. They'll tell you, like, here's where I feel you have gaps. Here's what I would do if I were you to work on those gaps. So the best leaders surround themselves with folks that they know they'll get honest feedback on and constructive criticism, not just criticism, right? And our goal is to take things in that unknown right side and bring them to the top left, so we both know about it, so we're both talking about it. And maybe in future situations, if it's something that you want to do less of, it can move to it's known to me that I need to work on this, but I've worked on it so well that new people I meet don't know it. Okay, that's a really tough thing to be able to try and do effectively. Surrounding yourself with people you truly can trust, that you'll get honest feedback from, and be able to level up and be a better leader, right? The best way to do that, in my opinion, is through trust. It's through building trust through conversations. It's communicating consistently that you want to be the best version of yourself, that you want to create an authenticity amongst the team. So this Johari's window, I was fascinated by it. I still use it in my organizations today and ask myself and others around me, how can we as an organization get better at this? Because you could take that tool not only in your one-on-one relationships, you could frame questions around each of those quadrants and do a survey out to your past clients. You could get a pulse of how people view your organization in each of those quadrants too, and ask questions that will guide you to be better, to be a better organization, a better company, and ultimately deliver a superior product or service that differentiates you from other organizations. Johari's window, a tool that is powerful, especially when it's used on a regular basis through people that you can trust. Let's, as best as possible, focus on those 4 quadrants to level up our organization and what we're doing as a leader. If you found value in today's content, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson to be the leader that you deserve to be. And until next time, lead on.